Why, hello there everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. It's been a while since I've done a proper long form content. I've been uploading lots of shorts, but we're back with a huge ranking video as you guys seem to like. And we are doing a tier list of all the horror movies I've seen, at least off the top of my head. There is probably many horrible, terrible horror movies that I have seen over my years, and they are probably not here because I haven't remembered them. There are some standouts though. Some recent horror movies from the last 2, 3, 4 years as well. And then of course some classics interwoven into that. Now, let me know what you guys think of this video. This is kind of gonna be like a raw video. I'm not gonna do much editing on this one, so let me know if you think this is a good style of video, or just let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you're new. Of course, we do lots of movie ranking content, and there's plenty of update shorts videos and all cool little stuff that I'm doing on this channel. So, without further ado, this is all the movies we have in this lineup. If you want me to go into specifics for different types of horror movies, let me know. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. We're going to begin with Insidious. This is Chapter 1. Now, I haven't seen this movie in a very long time, as is the same with many other movies here. Sorry, I will preface, I didn't really put any creature feature horror movies or even any crime ones. Like we could really do Silence of the Lambs or something like Seven, but I think they're a mix of genres and we're just going straight horror here. And yeah, Insidious Chapter 1. This has one of the most memorable jump scares of all time. Of course, it's known for the one where the devil creature is behind the lady and then of course big noise sound. This is James Wan, of course, one of his earlier films. This is before The Conjuring, right? I think it is. It's more of your standard house haunting horror movie, and then it ends up not just being the house, which I guess was creative in its own right. I think this is a good one. Also, I just realized, sorry guys, we need another tier. What am I doing? We need F tier, of course. What am I thinking? Insidious, I'm gonna put in B tier. It's a good little horror movie. The ones after that we'll have to eventually get to, but I think it's a solid little horror flick, even if I'd say it's not aged particularly the best compared to other movies in this tier list, of course. Next up we have Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and you're gonna hear my thoughts on the Friday the 13th movies. I know they're not popular opinions to have, but this one is one of probably the more stronger of the later films. Oh, I just realized that was probably annoying some of you. I'm gonna chuck this one, guys. I'm just gonna chuck it in C tier. It's all right. Nothing really special, guys, but I'm gonna put it in C tier. It's probably the strongest one after the first one. I haven't seen the remake though, so let me know if I should watch that. Is it worth it? Next up, we have Insidious, The Last Key. We got a few of the Insidiouses up first, and this one was another of the little side adventures of our, what's the old lady's name? I forgot. But she's sort of our ghost hunter and that sort of genre of jobs. Yeah, it's one of her side adventures. Definitely not the strongest one and probably one of the weaker entries in the franchise. I'm going to put it probably in D tier. It's not inherently awful, but it's just a bit disappointing and definitely shows the Insidious franchise running on fumes. Now this is It Chapter 1. I don't believe I put It Chapter 2, so I'm sorry about that. But It Chapter 1, there were some files that did not make it beyond a certain point, so that's why they might not be there. But It Chapter 1, I'm going to put it at top of B tier. I liked it. I liked some of the direction, even if I wasn't a fan so much of the CGI at times. Some of the creatures didn't look great. Obviously, you have Bill Skarsgård here as a great It Pennywise, you know. And I think he does play the role pretty well. It has some memorable moments. I'm going to put it in top of B tier. It's not one I rewatch, obviously, but yeah, it's there. Next up, we have another one in the Conjuring universe, and that's Annabelle Creation. Now, I really liked this one, guys. I know. Maybe some of the plot points don't add up particularly well, but this is one of the most effective, scary Conjuring movies in the Conjuring universe, and it's creepy. It actually does have a story, believe it or not, and we follow basically these orphaned girls, and they go to stay at this house on this property, and yeah, just the crippled girl. It plays for some interesting moments for sure, and Annabelle, the possession bits obviously are very creepy here. So I just think it's a really well made little side movie and definitely an upgrade from the predecessor. I'm gonna go top of B tier. I really liked Annabelle Creation. I'm gonna be a big defender of that one. Pet Sematary. Gonna have a glass of the water. That is a bottle, not a glass. Now this is the original Pet Sematary. I haven't seen the sequel in ages. Or sorry, the remake. This is the original. A lot of people were really high on this one. I know Cody Leach, who I watch religiously. Pet Sematary, he would definitely put right up here. Personally, not for me. I didn't grow up with this one. I was born in 2001, guys. So there were some films I haven't really gotten the pleasure of growing up with, I guess. And Pet Sematary, I could see what they're going for here. I wasn't crazy about it. You had some creepy moments, but it has some good atmosphere. I'll give it that. But honestly, guys, I'm going to put in C tier. Final Destination. What do you guys think of the Final Destination universe? Bloodlines was surprisingly pretty decent, but this is the original. What a cool idea. Sets off a, obviously, big franchise of films. They all kind of do the same thing, but, you know, it's kind of some fun to be had. I'm going to put in B tier. I enjoy the Final Destination films. And next up, we have Sinister. Now, I've seen articles denounce this as the scariest movie of all time, the scariest horror movie, because someone tested the heart rates when watching this film. But what other films did they try? Look, Sinister, it has its fair share of creepy moments. I do like the story, even if, yeah, it's a bit predictable. But you have Ethan Hawke with a great performance as always. Sinister, you know, I like Sinister, but it's not the scariest movie of all time. It's not that scary. If you're scared of watching it, guys, it's not that bad. But that being said, there's another one that I'm probably going to stick in B tier, guys. I did enjoy it. It's nothing truly special, but it is in there. Annabelle Comes Home. I think they really learned a lesson with the first movie here, because none are quite as bad as the first one. Annabelle Comes Home is a fun little whatever movie with Ed and Lorraine Warren's daughter here, and yeah, it's fun. I think it's not really scary. It's more of a family horror movie, if there is such a thing. Definitely a good entry level horror movie for sure. So for that, I'm going to put in B tier, even if it's probably near the back. It's okay. It's good. Get Out. Now, this is a film that was crazy when it came out, and a lot of people like to underrate it these days, but Get Out is a phenomenally made film with Jordan Peele really setting the stage for his directing, and wow, this is just, he's been really trying to chase this one since, and he hasn't been able to successfully, in my opinion. But Get Out, is it A or S tier, guys? I'm gonna put an A tier, guys, but it is almost S tier. It is insane the way it tackles, obviously, like a racist family. There's some really strange, weird moments, especially when he goes into the void after listening to the his mother-in-law, I guess. Are they married? No. Anyway, yeah. It's you just gotta watch it for yourself. Get Out is at least A tier. If there was a tier in between A tier and S tier, I would put it there. But we're gonna save S tier for now. Look, subject to review, we can look at this at the end and see all the mistakes I made. Scream 4. Scream 4! I was, actually when I watched this one for the first time, I wasn't that keen on it, I'll be honest with you. I think the biggest thing for this one is it looks terrible. I don't know who shot this film. Well, it was Wes Craven, which is like, what happened here? Like, the color palette is just kind of has these orangey faded out. It really looks like it was cheaply made. But this has some really good scream reveals and some really cunning kills. I like the side characters here a lot more than lots of the other Scream movies. I'm going to chuck this one in B tier. I really like Scream 4, even if it looks absolutely terrible. So I'm actually going to put it below Annabelle Creation. By the way, if you disagree with me, and I don't know what to tell you, you should just let me know your comments down below. I want to have a big discussion with all of you. You don't hold back. Just be respectful, all right? Be respectful. It is my opinion, guys. You've come here for my opinion, and I've given it to you. You can take it or leave it. Let me know your thoughts. Anyway, I can just cry about it later. Friday the 13th. Now, this is the original movie, and I'll be honest, I haven't watched the Friday the 13th movies until this year. So I hadn't watched any of them. I know I'm late to the party. I know I wasn't there for it. I see the charm in this first movie. I do see the charm, and the camp. It's a Camp Crystal Lake or whatever it is. I thought it was cool. I think I had the ending unfortunately spoiled for me in the past, but I did enjoy it. It kind of felt a little bit fun, and mate, the noises, I know the no, like, I'm sorry, it's not scary. I know it's probably iconic in the horror community, but it just doesn't do it for me, and it kind of gets a bit annoying. It's very dated. Like, this is the thing though, guys. This is the thing. Movies can be dated and still look good, and we'll get to some of the others here, but Friday the 13th is definitely not one of them. That being said, it is an enjoyable little film. I'm going to put it... Honestly, guys, I'm going to put in C tier. People are going to hate me, but it is the best of the Friday the 13th, or at least the first 4 that I've seen, but I'm going to put it here. I just don't really get the appeal. And then we have The Conjuring, the first Conjuring film. James Wan, absolutely in his bag and his element here. This revitalized, I guess, the Conjuring or Exorcist sort of films. Ed and Lorraine Warren are obviously some pretty big figures in the ghost community or the exorcism community. And following their story is interesting. The best part about the Conjuring, at least the first 2 films, is it feels realistic. It feels like a tangible thing that may have happened. Now, guys, did it happen? Did it? I'm probably going to say no, but at least you kind of feel like there's something here, right? And there's some insane performances here, and you genuinely have some really creepy moments and scares. So it's a really effective film, I will say. I'm going to put it in A tier. Definitely below Get Out, but still in that A tier category. And then we have The Witch. I don't know what you guys think of The Witch. Who directs this one? Is it Robert Eggers? Robert Eggers. Robert Eggers has a very distinct style. I wasn't the greatest fan of Nosferatu, just because it was so depressing of a movie, but you can tell it was very well made. And the same goes for The Witch. I am a bit more intrigued with the story here, I will say though. I guess vampires never really did it for me. I don't think they're that scary. But The Witch, this has some genuinely creepy scenes. Absolutely creepy. Like, this is a scary movie, guys. Okay, I'm ready to get tucked in bed and put on a blanket. I'm going to put an A tier. I think it's really effective and has some really interesting things to say. I'm going to put it there, even though rewatchability is probably not there, so that's probably a hit for it. Water Time. Should I do live streams, guys? Would you watch that? Let me know. Is this ready or not? Is this the first or the second? Because I did put the second. I think this is the first one. The first one is a really good movie. A solid little comedy horror flick. Genuinely have some I keep saying that word. It has some really funny moments. And yeah, I really enjoy the ride this movie goes on. It's a cool little fun concept. We'll talk about that as we get into the second one. But I think the first one, it's almost an A tier. It's not quite there for me. I'm going to put it more towards the top of the B tier here. But yeah, really fun little film. So that being said, I might actually drop Annabelle Comes Home to see. I just don't think it's on the same level as some of these other films. Insidious 2. Now, I'm going to be honest. When I first watched this one, I was a wee lad. Okay, I wasn't a wee lad, but I was probably 15 when I watched Insidious Chapter 2. And I liked it. I thought the directing and scares were pretty good at the time. I did rewatch it though. I did rewatch it a few years back. It's not as good. It's just not. And the story, I think it was really meant to be a one and done for Insidious, and I feel like they're really stretching the limits here. That being said, I'm going to still chuck it in C tier, but I don't think it's that effective. And that brings us to The Conjuring Last Rites. I can't say it's a bad story on a narrative basis. It really does explore the characters a lot more. Like Ed and Lorraine Warren's daughter and her boyfriend, and he wants to propose to her, and it's kind of working around that. So as like a, I guess, emotionally driven story, it works, but that's not really what we come for with the Conjuring universe. This is the same guy who directed the third movie. Why not bring James Wan back? Like, come on, guys. Is he stepping back from horror, guys? What's going on? Yeah, The Last Rites, I can't say it's bad. I'm gonna put in C tier. It's definitely below these ones though. I'm gonna put it probably here. And this is Scream 3. Even the worst Scream 3 movie, at least for a while, wasn't actually that bad. And Scream 3, you know, it has a decent reveal. I think the plot's a little bit... Honestly, I find myself a bit bored in this one, guys. But it's definitely not bad. It's definitely a C tier at the very least. And I'm going to put it probably towards the middle of the pack. Probably just below Friday the 13th. We got Heretic. And this is actually a very interesting movie. It really did get the thoughts thinking. Now, as a movie, I don't think it's the strongest. I think it's some pretty weird decisions, and I don't know. I felt it was a bit weird in places, but I actually did kind of enjoy it, and we had a really decent performance here from Hugh Grant. I actually kind of enjoyed this one. I'm going to put in B tier. Scream 7. This is easily the worst Scream movie in the franchise, and honestly, guys, it's a D tier. It sucked. It just felt so cheap, and the reveals sucked to oblivion. It's not quite an F tier movie. There is still some, I guess, fun to have in the Scream universe. You do have some gnarly kills. It's a bit disappointing, honestly, guys. And they brought back Stu Marker just to be an AI character. Just stop, please. Paranormal Activity. I only have the first one in here because I really have only seen the first one. I think I have seen one of the other ones, but I can't remember it. Paranormal Activity, at least the first one, is like, it kind of is just set up and is a bit boring for most of it. Obviously, these found footage movies can really be a hit or miss. But I see the charm. It was a cool idea. This put Blumhouse on the map, for those who didn't know. But Paranormal Activity, I'm going to put in C tier, guys. It's alright. The last 10 minutes are okay, but it's kind of not worth sticking around for, I'll be honest. Terrifier. Now, this is the first one. So, first one, obviously there's not really a storyline here. You obviously get the gruesome yuckiness of the Terrifier franchise, but obviously working on a low budget here. You get Art the Clown, so it's going to go in C tier. What's this? Scream 5. I actually really enjoy Scream 5. It's not as high as it used to be in the ratings, but I think it's at least a B tier, guys. I'm going to put it probably here. I just love the feel of this one. I think it has some really mean kills. I love Jack Quaid. Jack Quaid's great. But yeah, Scream 5 is good. The way they killed off Dewey, look, didn't really make sense, but that's I did think it was good that he died, but I just wasn't so sure about the execution, and I think that's why a lot of people don't like Scream 5, but I think it's fun. I think it's good. Next up, we have Wolfman, and what a disappointing movie, guys. I thought this was gonna be good, and wow. Lee Winnell directed this one. What a disappointment, man. After, you know, The Invisible Man, we get Wolfman, and it sucks. It's bland. The whole movie is bland. The relationships don't make sense, and the turn to the werewolf wasn't that interesting, and it looks stupid, so it's back a D tier. It's not the worst thing ever, guys. Okay. That's why it's not an F tier. The Blair Witch Project, the movie, one of the other movies that started the found footage feel, and the marketing behind this one at the time was that it was a real documentary, and obviously people found out it wasn't. And obviously it wasn't. I think that's kind of cool that they went for that. I kind of liked it. I thought it was a bit intriguing. I'm going to put it only in B tier. There's a lot of B tiers here, guys. I didn't even realize how many there were, but it's all right. It's all right. It follows. Interesting concept. Basically, whoever you sleep with, you pass on the I guess, disease. The thing that follows you. And then it follows you, it just walks slowly and kills you. Plays for some really scary moments, creepy moments, of course. I'm going to put it in B tier. It follows, it's good. Like, it's good. It's just, I don't think it's as strong as some others. And I think it's a touch overrated. Sinners! Wow, here we go. This year, or last year. Not this year. It's 2026, Jacob. Sinners is just a great film. It's not just a horror movie, which maybe I shouldn't have included it, but it is. It's not really just a vampire film. The way it explores music is so fascinating, guys. Michael B. Jordan is incredible here. Probably one of his best performances, if I'm honest. So, honestly, guys, Sinners might just be an A tier film. I think it is, guys. Maybe some of these should go in S tier. I'm going to have to think about it, guys. We'll think about it. It's definitely at least next to Get Out, so we'll put it there. Next up, we have Annabelle, and the first one is easily the worst, and wow, this movie sucks. It's D tier. It's worse than Wolfman. It sucks. For such an iconic horror figure of Annabelle, right? And the fact that Annabelle was better in The Conjuring than her own movie. She was a very, very small element of the first Conjuring, way creepier in that than this. You have like one creepy scene and the rest is absolutely bland. What a bland movie. Why would you watch this? It sucks. All the characters suck. It just sucks. Alright? It's just loud noises and bangs. Weapons! I really loved Weapons, guys. I really liked it, and this is gonna be a hot take, but I think it's better than Sinners. At least I liked it better than Sinners. May not be as well a constructed film, but I loved Weapons. Wow! All the kids Naruto running, of course, almost, and what an intriguing mystery. I just loved the different perspectives it went with. It was just a really well-made movie, so we gotta reward it, guys. Hereditary! Hereditary, guys. It's definitely an A tier. And it's definitely above The Conjuring. Is it there, guys? Or is it better than Sinners? I think it's definitely the same level as Sinners. The way it just tackles grief and the shock. The shock from just the way the whole family gets torn apart across the movie. It is a bit of a slow burn, so if you're not into that, fair enough. The last 20 minutes is chaotic, to say the least, and definitely scary. Like, I wish I got scared, guys. I'm too desensitized. Just because I've watched it more times, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Whereas Sinners, I've only seen once, so I do need to rewatch it before reanalyzing it. Is it better than Weapons? We'll put it here for now. I think it is a modern classic, I guess. It might be a touch overrated, though, I will say. Nothing's an S tier yet, guys. This is Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, and I think this is the worst Conjuring film so far. I just got really bored in this one. I think this is one of the only horror movies I've almost fallen asleep in, guys. That's not good. I'm going to put... Look, is it a D tier? I think it is a D tier, even if it's at the top. I understand what they're definitely going for in this film. In fact, I might need to rewatch it, but for now, I just don't remember anything from it. It's going to go D tier. Smile! Smile, smile, smile. Who would have thought? Look, this isn't an original movie at all. They stole this idea primarily from Truth or Dare, which, if it was on this list, it would be an F tier. What a terrible film. But Smile, they found a way to make it work, man. It's genuinely creepy movie. And I really liked it. I really liked it. I'm gonna put it in the top of B tier. I thought it was so well executed, guys. You don't get that anymore. No one executes movies good enough. I think, guys. I'm gonna need to do this. It's getting bigger. That's what she said. Terrifier 3. Terrifier 3. I'm gonna put in B tier. I think it was quite as good as the second movie. It's more of the same. If you like Art the Clown, you think he's funny. You know what? This one is probably the most messed up one. It might be. It might be, guys. I'm just going to say presents exploding, and that's all you need to know. They definitely go for the shock value here, and it pays off, and it's well made. But I'm going to put in top of B tier. I think... Look, I think it's just the dynamics with the family. I didn't think it was as strong with our characters, I guess. So we'll put it top of B tier. Pearl! Now, this is the X series. I'm going to tell you something, guys. You're going to hate me. I need to watch it. I haven't seen Maxine yet. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. I know. I haven't completed the journey yet. So this is the most interesting set of films. I'll get to X when we get to it, but I really liked Pearl. I really did. I love the feel of it. It just really felt like it was trapped in that time, and I love the story. I'm actually going to put an A tier. I really liked Pearl, and I think it's my favorite one. Scream 2. Scream 2 delivered more on the first one. Did really well. It's not as good as the first one, but you have some really good reveals here still. I'm going to put it in B tier. Probably at the top, actually. Scream 2 is really good. Now, look, I only included the first Halloween. There's too many. I know I included all the Screams. I probably should have included more. Oh, well, if you want to see my thoughts on Halloween movies, maybe we can do a Halloween franchise ranking at Halloween. We'll do that. We'll do it. But the first one, the first entry into S tier, I'm not just saying that. I know people can overrate movies, and some people might feel that way about this one, but this is still creepy to this day, this movie. Is this the best horror movie score of all time? I think it is. John Carpenter absolutely knocked it out of the park. The best Michael Myers, I guess, performance as well, and even the first bit where he's at the psychiatric... mate, Halloween is an all-time banger, so it's S tier. Insidious Chapter 3. I really like the direction they went with this, with the side story before we got, obviously, the later Insidious films. Number 3 was really good, and I thought it could provide for more, but it didn't. I'm going to put in B tier, just like everything else seems to be going. Probably here. X. This is so intriguing. No one's ever done this before. They released the middle film of the franchise first. Then they did the prequel. Then they did the sequel. And I haven't seen the sequel yet, but I assume it's just so creative, the way they do it. It's so creative. Is this Ty West? Ty West directed it. Really, really good movie, though. Really good. Not quite as good as Pearl, but I might still put an A tier, you know. Really well made. Probably just the back of A tier. Conjuring 2, speaking of A tier. I like this better than the first one. I'm going to put it right there. James Wan again, showing that he is a master of horror. Maybe not the. He could be, but maybe not. The Conjuring 2, absolute peak for the Conjuring universe, in my opinion. You got The Nun. You probably just get better scares overall, so that's why it's there. So Conjuring 2, what a banger. Next up, we have Friday the 13th Part 2. Now, I know what they're going for with these movies. You kind of can watch them, at least the first 3 or 4, all in one sitting, and it just follows on. What I don't like is if you are doing that, you have to rewatch like so much of the previous film just as a filler in, which I guess works if you watch them as they came out, right? So you can get a reminder of what happened. But how annoying is it when you're watching it in one sitting? How annoying. Friday the 13th Part 2 is dramatically worse than the first one. I'm going to put in D tier. It sucks. It's worse than Annabelle. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the original. I hadn't watched this one till about 2 years back, and I thought this was great. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm not even joking. I know people might say it's dated. It was made on like a $50,000 budget, which is absolutely crazy. Because of that, you get a completely different atmosphere, and it feels so creepy. This is one of the creepiest movies I've ever watched. It's just something about the raw way it was filmed, not like a documentary, but almost. Just because it's obviously tied in with a lot of the kills around that area, so you do get that realistic feel to it. And Leatherface is iconic in this. This is the best he's looked in any of them. I'm gonna put it in A tier, guys. I can't believe it. Am I actually going to do that? I think I am. Companion was a good little film I saw recently, and that's why it's in this list. Came out last year, and I thought it was a good little AI film. Probably one of the better ones, guys. Of like a female robot. You find that out pretty quickly, so I don't think it's a spoiler. Yeah, it's a really nice little film. Yeah, I'm going to put probably in B tier. I liked that one quite a fair bit. The Thing is an S tier movie. Body horror. This is the body horror's answer to the best of its genre, I guess. Thing is great, man. John Carpenter again. Just all the designs in this movie are great. It is all about the scare and the horror of this creature, and it's so weird. You have one of the greatest jump scares of all time. I don't know if it's the best of all time, but it's definitely in the top 5 probably. I'm gonna put it there. Smile 2. Am I going to do it? I'm going to put in B tier. Just, I really liked Smile 2, guys. The only reason it's not an A tier is because it kind of had a little bit of a fake out with the waking up, and a lot of the things happened that didn't happen. But you have one of the best horror movie performances in a long while, and she's the chick from the live action Aladdin, I believe. I forgot her name was. What a performance, guys. She absolutely kills it. She not only has to sing, she not only has to dance, but she has to act absolutely insane, and like she's absolutely spiraling, and she does it to perfection, guys. I don't know how she did all of that, how she sculled all the water. What a performance. If it literally wasn't for that detail I mentioned before, this would be an A tier movie. The scares are absolutely insane, and the first 20 minutes with the ongoing camera that never stops. Oh my goodness, guys. And this might be one of the best horror movie intros of all time, and I'm not even capping. I really want to put an A tier. I'm going to hold back. Invisible Man, also an A tier movie. How creepy is this movie, guys? I love it. Great performance. Lee Winnell, of course, directed this one, which had me so hyped for Wolfman. You can see the difference between those. How sad. Invisible Man is a great film and just has the abusive husband who she thinks has gone invisible, but you're guessing as much as she is the whole film. The ending doesn't really help, to be honest. So, bro, we're getting bangers out of the gate. I'm going to put the Terrifier 2 right here. Art the Clown is now a horror icon, guys. And I'm going to say mostly it's due to Terrifier 2. Terrifier 2 is awesome. Awesome. You have a great final girl again here. And something interesting with magic as well, which I didn't expect. Mate, you just got to watch it. You just got to watch it. What's this? Friday the 13th, part 3. Is this the weakest one? Maybe it's a bit better than part 2, but they both suck. So I don't get it. How did this become a franchise, guys? How? Someone was pushing for it more than they should have. Someone should have stopped them. Scream 6 is not very good. That being said, there's still fun to be had, but I actually think Scream 3 is better, guys. I'm going to put it in with Friday the 13th part 4. Bit of a mess. Ghostface reveals weren't that good. Yeah, the only good thing is the brutal kills. And the intro. The intro is one of the best. What's this? Bring Her Back. This is by the Filippo brothers. Or Filippo brothers. Sorry, Raka, of course. But Bring Her Back. Not quite as good as Talk to Me. I really liked the character dynamics here were absolutely great. And the disabled sister and her brother just trying to find a home after parents' death, her dad's death in particular, and I love that side of the story, like the weird, creepy foster parent, but I thought the reveal of the actual Bring Her Back section was the worst part, and just weird, and didn't really do much for me, guys, so I'm going to put in C tier. It's not quite bad, but also Pet Sematary is better than these, sorry. I didn't realize that was actually there. Next up, we have Psycho. Psycho. The only black and white film on this list. The only one. Psycho is an all-timer. Alfred Hitchcock. Absolutely delivering. Now, I've heard Psycho 2 is really good. I haven't watched it. Should I? Out of respect, I've got to put it up here, guys. This is one of the core faces of horror. So, I've got to put it here, guys. Ready or Not 2 recently came out. I thought it was quite decent. Not as good as the first one. Samara Weaving is absolutely beautiful, I must say. She is a great final girl. Just the way she can scream like a goat is absolutely awesome. Ready or Not 2, I really liked it. But not as good as the first one, so I think there's decent distance. This is Saw, I can tell. I think we're running out of space, guys. I'm not that keen on the Saw franchise. I recently watched Saw X and that was good. I've only seen the first one. Oh no, I've seen the first 3. Saw 1, I liked Saw 1. It's not the most interesting one. I think it does definitely drag a bit, but one of the best reveals of all time. Gotta give it that. I'll put in B tier, guys. I'm honestly not that excited about this one, even if it's one of the more iconic movies in the genre. And Scream easily, guys, it goes to the top of S tier. This might just be my favorite horror movie of all time. Everything, every single line of dialogue is used in pop culture today, and you can see why, because it's so iconic. The reveals are crazy good. Just everything they do, the mockery of the slasher genre while making a slasher yourself is pretty cool. And the fact that there's 2 killers, revolutionary. And Stu Marker, and I think Stu Marker might be my favorite, even over Billy. Talk to Me. I really like Talk to Me. 8. Ooh, I'm gonna put it in B tier, but I'm gonna put it quite high up because Talk to Me, breath of fresh air, guys, and that's what it's all about. It's Australia, mate. It's in Australia. Australia horror movies need to be more frequent because it just feels different. It hits different, guys. Doesn't it feel cool to have like a different culture in a movie? You know, come down here and film some more movies. Do it. I really liked Talk to Me. Really liked it as sort of a possession movie. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I don't know why I put this one in here. I'm going to put it in, probably going to put in back a C, guys. It was stupid. The chick is screaming the whole time and gives me Halloween 2 vibes. The Rob Zombie ones. The chick in that is the most annoying character of all time. But yeah, it's almost as bad in this one. It's just scream after scream after scream, and it gets annoying. You get all our cannibal characters, they're all still funny, but not as good as the first one. So, we're almost done, guys. Got Cabin in the Woods. I really love how this movie just keeps getting crazier and crazier. And it's like it keeps expanding and expanding into like different sections of lore, and that's a simulation. And oh, mate. This one's great. I'm still going to put in B tier though. B tier is so chunky right now. And because of that, guys, I'm going to put Smile Home. I'm going to do it. It's an A tier. It's an A tier movie. I don't care what you guys say. The Nun. What a disappointment, guys. Everyone loved The Nun from Conjuring 2, and I think we all knew they were going to probably stuff this one up. That being said, it's not the worst movie ever. We'll put it in C. The Ritual. I really like The Ritual, guys. One of Netflix's best movies, I'll be honest. Best originals. And it's going in A tier. I just love how integral the friends dynamic are in this movie and how they're really going through this tragic motion. And people, they're not afraid to kind of blame each other of what actually happened to that other friend and them kind of processing the trauma and the adversity between them while also having this really creepy story amongst it in the woods. A tier it is, guys. Shining is obviously a classic. I don't think it's quite S tier, guys. I'm going to put an A tier. I think it's still great. You get obviously a great performance from Jack Nicholson there. But yeah, I'm going to put an A tier. The Substance. What a surprise this one was. Probably one of the best body horror movies since The Thing. And I'm going to put this one in A tier. Should have won an Oscar. Should have. Did it win an Oscar? Maybe for like best makeup. Yeah. Really cool concept that delivered. Together was a really interesting one from last year. If you haven't watched it, I'd recommend it. It's probably right next to Companion there. Quite an interesting movie. Them being stuck together, even though, you know, maybe they're not stuck together in their relationship. We finished on a high note with Until Dawn in F tier. It sucks. And that, my friends, is this random horror movies I've seen tier list. Let me know what you think of it. Do you agree? Not really anything went into F tier. I think I probably could have done these tiers a bit better, guys. I'll be honest, but let me know your thoughts and what you would like me to see rank next. We're kind of doing these big main videos once every so often, so let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one.